Hello, YouTube. So, yesterday, when I went to upload my video that I had done in the middle of the night on what had taken place in the US on Wednesday, they locked me out. They locked the video. Then I tried to upload it again, and then they locked the second video. And then I named it something entirely different, something kind of ridiculous, and they allowed it to go through. So this got me to thinking, why would they lock a video from somebody that has less than 50 subscribers? I have been doing YouTubes for the last 2.5 years, it's almost 3 years now. I've been doing podcasts for the last 2 years now. All of my material is basically on the nature of reality. I had an experience that I was changed, I was different, it was slightly paranormal, and I put out everything that I do at this point is because I'm inspired to do so. So I've kept it up, even though I actually seemingly kind of look ridiculous. Like, why does she keep doing this when nobody's paying any attention, right? So it gets me to thinking about why some things go viral and some things don't. Why would they censor a video from somebody who has less than 50 subscribers? And why do some people go viral on their first piece of content? So I've been putting out content for years. Okay. I try my best, my very, very best, to not do any comparison game, to stay in my own lane, to do what I love to do, which is entertain ideas and put out my discoveries about those ideas. I really, really love the study of the nature of reality and what we are doing here, the meaning of life. How do we shorten the gap between ourselves and what it is that we desire in life? Because I really believe that the only reason for us to be here is to experience what it's like on this planet. Anyway, there is this, but I do pay attention, and there's this couple, and this is no disrespect to other people and their content, and I really want to be clear about this. But I just want to use it as an example. There's this couple on TikTok that they got a pretty big following on TikTok, and then they went over to YouTube, and within like days they had hundreds, if not thousands, of subscribers in days. And their content is basically about their relationship and them dancing and then home tours and their interactions between the two of them. And and it would just sometimes get me to wondering, how did they get so many subscribers so fast? Even though I even uploaded some TikToks. It's not really my venue, to be honest, but I did upload some TikToks, and I ended up taking them down because I'm fairly concerned about these social media companies stealing our material, stealing intellectual property, pictures, and then the censorship. So yesterday was an example of that I tried twice to upload a video, and it begs the question, why would they do that? I have been approached by people that they would help me to gain more followers. They tell me what to do. Put hashtags, put this, put that. And I have noticed that even in my YouTube station, if you look at my YouTubes that got the most views, it had a name attached to it. So when the person that was actually viewing the video, I mean, when they would look up that name, I would pop up only because of the name in it, and not necessarily because of my content. And I really didn't want to do that. I didn't want to gain followers for any reason except for that I really, really believe that the right people, or the people who are interested in my content, would actually be led or drawn to my content. Okay, so I woke up this morning thinking about the fact that I'm an idealist. I'm an idealist. And I have this propensity for seeing the best in people and the situations and stuff until I'm proved otherwise. But what I'm starting to see going on in this country right now, especially through this particular situation that happened at the state capitol on Wednesday, I started to notice that it just didn't line up. The information did not line up. It seemed like they were let in. It seemed like the people who were brought back to actually vote did not seem stirred to me about what had transpired. It seemed weird to me that the National Guard wasn't there. They've given some kind of explanation for that. It makes no sense that there was not more protection, especially in the fact that Trump has been talking about this. I don't know what's happening now. And I don't think we have any idea what's happening. And there's so much chaos that it's almost as if none of it's true and all of it's true. and it also kind of having this effect on us of questioning our own experience. Our own experience of not knowing like what's real anymore, like what really happened. The other thing that is on my mind has to do with how things actually do go viral. And the things that do go viral seem to be possibly what they are wanting us to see, because there is, I guess, a computer program that is sort of picking and choosing and pushing different ideas. And some ideas get pushed and some ideas don't get pushed. I have also considered the fact that my channel is so small and my content has not gone viral because I'm just bad at what I do. I have considered that. And even in considering that, I continue to do what I do because I like doing it, because I love ideas, because I actually know that we create our reality, and that I would like us to not suffer as a species from the idea of helplessness, and that we don't have any power and that we're powerless, which I'm going into a totally different direction than what I was wanting to. So I'm going to come back. I have considered that I'm just bad. I've considered that my content is being censored, that my content is not being pushed. And I'm not really sure exactly what that's all about, but I do not want to change the integrity of what I do in the sense that everything is on inspiration. I've got to wrap up because I'm on to 10 minutes, but I want to say this. People in my that create content like my content would probably say to rise above and to not focus on what is actually happening right now. And I'm having a hard time doing that. I sort of feel like it was sort of like this thing that went down with Nazi Germany. If we were to use that as an example, do we just ignore what is happening around us before it's too late, at least for a moment, and a lot of people are going to suffer? I just don't know what's happening. And I guess my call to all of us is to really keep our eyes open and our minds open that perhaps both sides, especially in the US, are duping us. We are being duped by the Democrats and the Republicans, by both sides. We like to always think that we're on the right side. But the way things are looking right now, it almost seems like there really isn't being on the right or the wrong side. So I would suggest for myself and for all of us to keep our eyes open and our minds open to consider thoughts, consider ideas that might be opposed to our normal way of thinking. And consider that we are being completely duped. And for what reason, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the bigger agenda is of why they want us to look here. Do they want us to look here because they're doing something over here? But anyway, I just want to thank you, my loyal followers who have been with me, my subscribers who have been with me for years. I love you. I will be back with other ideas.